This video describes how to improve level 1 Unity in a literary analysis. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background information about this particular document. So what I did is I took a student's original skeletal structure, and what I mean by that is just the claim structure, so just the thesis and the topic sentences. And I wanted to show the student how we could think about level 1 Unity to really improve some of the really great insights that she had here. So what I did is I broke it down into 3 steps. So step 1, I'll just show you this really quick. What we would do, step 1, just tighten our language and get rid of all that kind of cluttery language, any unnecessary language, and select strong verbs. Step 2, we would find those key terms from the thesis and weave them into our topic sentences. And then once we've done that, this was actually for a comparative analysis essay, she had 2 choices to either kind of think about going for the presentation of her topic sentence claims to organize them by story or to organize them by point. So I'm just going to drill in here a little bit more in a little bit more detail. I'm not going to read everything to you because you can go ahead and do that on your own. But what I'd like you guys to do is to really kind of take a look at what these sentences originally were and then what I did to kind of tighten them up. So in this first step, in step 1 here, I bolded all the changes I made. So go ahead and compare and contrast here how I just took her language and just was trying to show her how less is more, how we can tighten things up, how we can crystallize ideas. So that's all in the bolded language is what you'll see here. I do want to point out something with topic sentence 3 here. You'll see that the whole topic sentence is bolded, and that's because in her original structure, this seemed to be implied, okay? So topic sentence 2, so this one up here, has what I call a double focus. So she was kind of making 2 different points here. So I separated those 2 points. I pulled them apart because they both deserved their own paragraph. And I just created a brand new topic sentence using her second point from the original double focused topic sentence. Okay, so that was the first step. The next step that I did was I wove then key terms from the thesis. So I went through the thesis and I looked for where are her key terms. In this scenario, point of view and symbolism, those were her literary elements she was using, so those were really important. The topic of becoming a mother, and then the claim here is an individual experience that should be free of societal expectations. So what I did is I tried to take that language and I color-coded it here so you can see how it's kind of weaving in these elements through various ways in the topic sentences. So you'll see the point of view and symbolism that gets kind of woven in here. You'll see becoming a mother as we're not using the exact same language. We don't want it to be repetitive, but we want the concept in our reader's mind. So becoming a mother, feelings about pregnancy, motherhood, affectionate new mother. Individual experience, so we have speaker's views, speaker's ambivalence, indecisive feelings, Jig's decision, and then the narrator in Morning Song. And then societal expectations. This is where you're going to see, because this is the big kind of large point of this essay. Societal norms, Americans' kind of viewpoint, how he's swaying, a normative influence, so this idea of that what the society believes about pregnancy is represented by the father, and he's the normative influence. Victorian age ideals, an action deemed illegal by society. Again, these are all expectations of what the society has about motherhood. So this is kind of a much stronger argument than the original one, and you guys are probably going to notice as well. The sentences themselves look tighter. They're smaller. They're just crisper sentences. So I'd like you guys really to kind of compare, contrast there, the original, and then after we've improved it here, and how we are unifying ideas with these key terms and really trying to connect ideas to each other. The final part here is when we start thinking about, after we have our topic sentences nice and clean and clear, then we have to figure out our organizational structure. And this is probably really specific if you're doing some sort of comparative work. So if you're doing comparison, you have kind of a couple of ways that you can organize in a literary analysis. You can organize by story, you can organize by point, or you can organize by for this particular assignment would be literary element. I just did the two here. And I showed how we'd have to kind of restructure those claims depending on what was our kind of guiding organizational structure. Okay, that's it. I hope this document kind of gives you a good illustration of how you can really move away from something that seems more maybe first or second draft kind of skeletal structure to something that's much crisper, much clearer for your readers, and especially by using those key terms. Okay, let me know if you have questions.